Hi there, I'm Mike McDonald, and I have a question for you. Would you love to find more prospects so that you can leave your family and friends alone? Save them from you? Well, if so, I have 3 tips, prospecting tips, that will give you the unfair advantage. The 3 tips are 1. Retailer signs. Retailers are people who work on commission. They are advertising for business with their retailer signs. So a good way to do it is just go around your neighborhood, find some retailer signs, get their phone numbers, their name and phone number. Write them down, maybe about 10 of them or whatever, if you want to generate some leads. Simply phone them up and say, would you be open to a way of making an extra income that has nothing to do with real estate? They might say yes, or they might be, yeah, I'm open to it. Let me hear you. Then simply say, hey, I know you're busy. Let's set a time up where we can meet. Simple. Yes, it's on the phone, but it's very simple, okay? The next one is a free webinar. Offer a free webinar to your fans. Say, hey, I'm doing a free webinar. I want you to come and attend. You may get 1, 2, maybe 5, if you're really good, 10 for your first webinar. That's fine. Because what you're going to do at the beginning of the webinar is you're going to ask this question. Now listen carefully, and you may want to write this down. You're going to ask them what their number one problem is. Okay? So if it's with, say, weight loss, you'd ask them, what's your number one problem with weight loss? Or if you're into generating leads, or you're in online marketing and stuff, you ask them this, what is your number one problem with generating leads online? So if you're doing the webinar, you're going to have a chat on the side. It's on the side, like through here. You are going to look at the chat, write down all those notes, and keep them because they're going to lead up to other things. And if you stay with me, you're going to see what it's going to lead up to. Okay? So at the break, you got them if you're doing a seminar or whatever. Webinar, you have them. So what you're going to do is near the end of your webinar, you're going to ask them this question. This is pitch number 2. So it's like a bonus right here. Okay? You're going to say, hey, I'm going to conduct another webinar in about 7 days. I want you to be there. So if you found value in this webinar, I want you to attend for free. But I'm asking you for one thing. 1, send me a video or a text of what you liked best about this webinar. 2, ask them, say, hey, I want you to attend the next one for free, and I think you like free, right? Everyone loves free. I need you to bring 2 friends, invite 2 friends that attend the webinar. They attend the webinar, you get it for free. How is that? So what you're doing is, 1, you're building social media presence, your authority, and 2, you're growing your fan base. Perfect, right? Easy to do because you're already doing the webinar, right? And the third one is one that I really love. This one is fun because, you know what? Have you ever seen those cork boards that are in like a community center or at, say, a donut shop or school or something, or the local grocery shop? The card thing, and everyone posts their business cards. This is a great one. I call this the card grab, and I learned this one. I've learned all these 3 tips from Ray Higdon. So stay with me later on because you're going to find out how you can get more tips from Ray. So the card grab. These people are saying, hey, I want to make money. Show me how. They're advertising, again, their business. So what you're going to do, you can either grab their cards. A lot of times people are just posting on theirs to grab them. Or you can write down names. But what I would do is I write down their name, their phone number, and the business if you don't take their card. So you might just want to take their card. That one's fun because, you know what? You pull off 50 cards. Guess what? 50 leads. In about, what, a minute? So you just generated 50 leads in about a minute. That's going to keep you busy for, if you call them 10 a day. That keeps you busy for 5 days. And if you want, you could take off Saturday, Sunday, or whatever you want to do, and then go do it again. But you're going to do it around your neighborhood so that you can meet these people pretty easy. Okay? So, there's your 3 tips. Retailer signs, free webinars, and the card grab. Now, as I said before, if you want to learn more tips about prospecting tips, what I want you to do is I want you to just click the link that is just below this video and watch a free webinar from Ray Higdon, who's going to give you more tips that are just like so simple, yet you're like, oh man, why didn't I think of that? Of course that's going to work, okay? I've used majority of the tips and they work. So what I want to do is I want to give it to you for free. So simply just click on the link. You're going to be brought to an opt-in page. There you're going to put your name and your best email address. Because if you don't put your best email address, you're not going to get the video. So it's a webinar that he did, and he gives you 10 prospecting tips that can generate you leads, about 50 a day or 50 a week, whatever you want. So yeah, so just click the link, get the video, and take action. And then guess what? Do a webinar on those 10 tips, and you'll look like a star.